Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Charlotte 49ers. Taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The 49ers return team will have that offense backed up. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Coming after it. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The 49ers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. So Nebraska's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Unloads quickly. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the 49ers will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Makes the catch. It's Guzman. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. Got his man. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking to throw it again. Got his man quickly. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing underneath because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the returner goes down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Otis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is...
Fires and picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up, Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Makes him talk to the hand. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line. finally getting stopped. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's
and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husker! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Girders of this place trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the 49ers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The play action fake. And the quarterback is snowed under. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The give from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. And this, it's complete. A huge pickup. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, 49ers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Leaves it with the running back. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be third down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Hussein. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The 49ers headed quickly to the line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the 49ers will snap it on first and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The 49ers are moving quickly down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire now on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Back to pass, it's Hussein. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. It's complete on the right side. And the 49ers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punt. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 31 to Texas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Back to throw, it's Hussein. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The aerial assault continues. Got out of trouble and throws. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the big fella. The 49ers will move the sticks. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All wideouts, no backs. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Hussein. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The 49ers have their offense in high gear. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. And the 49ers pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Charlotte! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Trying to barge their way in. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Handoff from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it in the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trade the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Hussein. Makes his connection. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's looking for an open man on second down. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. After that last pickup, in field goal range, but still time to go for the win. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Hard-hitting tackle. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would love to have back. Trailing by 3 here in the fourth quarter, just didn't hit it as flush as he would have liked.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.